are the parts of the law, or
I think this was very round and very whole, and it was beautiful, and I'm always admired on how you live in all this, and you didn't have to prepare and check your notes and see if this comes after this. This was really cool. One of my questions would be that we could really post on to the website as on a first place is if you consider that you haven't said any of this and you look on everything fresh, and I have the question, why should I read this book even if I read all of your other books? What would your answer be?
this book on law explains how it works. How can we get out of a system if we don't know where the entrance door is? You need to know how you got there, how it was created, how it works. Then you can find out the door and leave. The booklets are always based on two parts. The first part, which is the most important, is how the system works, so that you realize, people have to realize that there's no way out. They're locked in. You have to see that there is no exit door out of not being a sheep anymore. And and for instance, with the politics, same thing. You've got to see how big it is. The smartest people in the world have made up those systems to lock the sheep in a sheep mode forever and exploit him, dominate and exploit him to the maximum. The problem with the human being is that, and the problem for the masters, is that human beings have a free will. And it seems that free will you find only within living living human beings on planet Earth. And this is the plus that we have over all the other thinking animals, is that we have the free will. We can say yes or no. And this is what they want to get rid of. They want human beings obedient and with no free will. And now you understand why they do all this mental manipulation. They do all those psychological manipulation, all the medication they do. They create mental diseases that don't exist and put people on heavy drugs. They want, they pollute the food, they pollute the air, they pollute everything to affect the brain so that we cannot use our free will. And this is, and fear, all the fear that the authorities, the false authorities come up with, is a fear to make people give their free will away. That's all. That's all they want. It's violation. Violence means imposing my will on somebody else by force. And that's what they do. And fear is used for that, because people are so scared of the sticks, for instance, the 3 sticks, and biggest one being jail, for instance. They're so scared of the punishments that they obey. And they give their will away, their free will away, and their money. They give it all. So that's why we explain how the system works, so that people understand that there is no way. If I remain in the bowl, there's only one law. It's big fish eat small fish. And that law unless I become a big fish, which is what some people try to become. But the majority are small fish, big majority. Very few are big fish, and big fish have to pay a lot. It's very hard to become a big fish. We will be eaten, dominated, and exploited by big fish. So there's no solution within the bowl. We have to leave the bowl. We have to get out of this illusionary world. It's a world of illusion. There's no bowl, and I'm not a fish. That's all. But as long as I don't realize this, I will not be prompted to leave the bowl and transform into who I really am. So that's why we write those booklets, because for instance, what the hell am I here anyway? What the hell am I doing here anyway? Addresses the legal system, but a little bit. But with the booklets, we go in every system much deeper with information of how it works, and much deeper with information how to transform about it.
That's perfect. Thank you. Another question? You mentioned it very briefly to us, but if you could give a little broader version of an update on what are you doing with Mado, what is the work that you are in, because since you don't visit us, because you can't right now, we know very little of you, and we get a lot of questions. What are you? They heard that you're in jail. Did they prosecute you? Literally, I mean, are you alive at all or anything? It's just anything that you would like to share on how you are and what you're doing. And also the booklets you're writing next. And anything else you would like to share about how you are with the Hungarian public.
All right. I haven't been in Hungary for a while because I do not have a passport. A passport, I let go of the passport. When I told you that the sheep died, one of the privileges that the shepherd gives to a sheep is the right to go to another country. We don't need that, but that is the way it works. So I let go of the passport, which is a privilege, again. There is a solution else than a passport. We do not need a passport to travel. That's totally stupid. Who decides that this piece of land is Canada, or this piece of land is Hungary? It makes no sense. And for instance, Hungary, the neighbors came and took a piece out of it. 4 or 5 neighbors. I remember this. There's a little picture with the pieces that went away. Well, at least 4 or 5 of them. Well, it used to be Hungary, but that's not what Hungary is anymore. What is that? So, well, it's the strongest big fish decides what Hungary is and whom it belongs to. And it belongs to big fish. Don't forget that every level of a country and the country itself is a corporation. So the mother corporation controls all the other corporations, and the inhabitants, the people who live in the country, are corporations too that belong to the country. So it's an it's up-down, all multi-level corporation system. That's what it is. Well, who holds this? Who are the shareholders of the mother company? We never know. But we know they are financiers. Money runs the world. And so this is how it works. So, and they decide that, well, you can leave the country and come back in the country and we'll give you a passport. So I said, okay, I'm letting go of this privilege, and I will find one day I will find a way to cross borders without having a passport. I have no idea. When the time comes, the way will come. I'm sure. And this is the way it works. But if I want to something, I don't give free rein to my soul. Remember, giving free rein to the soul means I don't want and not attached to any result. So when the time comes, the solution will come. This is why I haven't been in Hungary for several years now. I am not different, I think, than I was. This whole experience of legal, judicial, carceral, prison, and all this was extremely beneficial for me. It brought me a lot of integration of who I really am. And I keep integrating it more and more, because integration is the difference between knowing something in my mind and having my cells knowing it. You know, sometimes we say, oh yes, I know that, and oh yes, I know. And one day we say, oh, now I know. What happened? It just went down right to the cells, and now the cells know it. So this is what I do. I integrate more and more the reality of who I am. I didn't change my way of living. I work hard, and it's not work. It's fun. I enjoy so much what I do. I do what I came here for. I'm totally sure of this. I have no doubt. I keep writing the booklets. We're now working on booklet number 9, which deals with the family. That is the most difficult one to let go of, definitely, for people. The family, believing in the family. Family is not true. It doesn't exist. It's a herd. It's a animal herd. That's what it is. It does not exist, but we believe in it. And it is as false as Santa Claus. And we believed in Santa Claus, and we loved Santa Claus until one day we were told, are you stupid? It doesn't exist. Well, we believe, we love the family, we believe in it until one day we'll be told, are you stupid? Doesn't exist. And it does not exist. But that is big, because genders don't even exist. Why are there men and women? For the big fight. Oh yes, they fight all the time, so that's sure. Why are there men and women? Because that's not true either. But we manifest men and women because we're separated inside. I have a separation inside between my body and my soul. And who will have priority? And there's a fight inside. All the time we say, okay, there's a soul, my soul telling me, my conscience telling me what to do. And on the other hand, there's my ego and external authorities telling me something else. And here's the fight. And I'm tortured. It's a real torture. Well, this duality that we're in, inside, we manifest outside. And this is how we have men and women. And what do you think they do? They fight. They fight outside the same way as we fight inside. So are we going to do anything to stop the fight between men and women? There's no way. Stop this fight inside, and it will stop outside. It will manifest outside. So same thing with war. We're at war inside and we manifest war outside. Are we going to stop the war? Stop the war. I can't stop the other from waging war, but I can stop war inside of me by making the unification of both the body and the soul, and giving, how do I do that? I give priority to the soul over the body. So this is what I integrate a little bit more every day. I publish books, I give lectures, I give conferences, lectures on the web, as we're doing now, and I organize seminars, I give workshops. I'm very busy all day long. I write articles. I'm very busy. I thought I would be less and less busy, but no, that's not the way it works. And I love it this way. I love it this way because, as I told you, it is not work. Working for money is a pain. It's not fun. It is, you can't use, the time is very long. It's, you just keep looking at your watch and you're hoping that 5 o'clock will come up as soon as possible. Whereas I don't see the time going by. I'm busy doing things that I love, doing what I believe in. I don't have, for instance, I can't find it, hard for people who work for multinationals. It's not pleasant. Multinationals, any corporation, whatever the corporation, they are there for profit of the members. This is something we must understand. The only obligation of a corporation is making profits for the owners. So if they don't want to serve the people, they don't want to improve the quality of their products, their goods. No, they want to make money, to make profits, so they have to reduce the quality, reduce my salary, increase the costs, increase the market, go in other countries, and it is not a family business anymore, not at all. There are hundreds of thousands of people, sometimes in some companies count hundreds of thousands of people. So I'm just a number, and knowing that the first chance they have, they let me go, they fire me, because it will make more profit for the company. So we can't change this. We can stop. You see, all those things, the moment I become aware of it, I stop. We don't need to work for multinationals. We don't need to work for government. We don't need to work for things we do not believe in. So I'm delighted with the way I spend my time. I believe in what I do, and with no expectation in return. I just my reward is doing what I'm here to do, and the reward is tremendous. That's all I need. It's so big, I don't need more than that. So that's about it.
That sounds very good. Just on the side note, if you could ever send along one of a few of those articles that you write, it would be great if you could see and if we could publish it. If it's not very Canadian or very French, also if it's preferred in English, you know, because neither me or Julie speaks French yet. But if it would be in English, then it would be great to just give an update of you and give just a little blob of energy that you're still there and you're still working, and we could see that. Okay, so yeah, Julie has any, no other questions, and neither do I. I think this was more than perfect of just giving something as an update, something of going a little bit deeper into what we are. And I don't know if probably it should be not you to discuss it with, but the idea would be to make one with France and one with Mado also on the law and with France on the money booklet. If possible, not now, in a few weeks time or even a month or two, because we don't want to make it too regular, because then they're gonna get used to it and then gonna knock on the door. So it would be something like weekly or 2 weekly that we put a part of this, so we would have plenty of time for you guys to talk about it and for us to edit and translate and publish and everything else.
Okay, when you are ready for another one, please let us know. I will talk to France and Mado about it, and and so they will be informed. Let us know, and we will work out something and make it happen.
Perfect, perfect. Sounds good. Anything from? She's here. She's just hiding. She's here. Look, she's
I'm
here.
not hiding.
So she can. You want to say anything else?
No, not yet. Thank you very much, Glenn. It was perfect for me.
Okay, just the end of my when the end of the story was that they condemned Ghis to $1,000 payable in 2 years, which I never paid, and that was it. That was it. And the prosecutor asked for the judge to order that I file. I didn't want to go into this because it's too much legal details, but if the judge had ordered Ghis to file, they could come back with the same procedure, but the judge refused. And the prosecutor insisted a lot, and the judge refused. He said, I'm the judge here, and I will not make a request to file. So that was it. No, I never paid, and that was in January of 2009. I never paid. Of course not. They knew I wouldn't pay. And that was the end of it. It was the end of it. Because it's the same thing. If you are not afraid, and you will not, they know that you will not let go of your free will, what can they do? Nothing. They will scare you as long as they think you can be scared. But if you cannot be scared, and you will not give your free will, they will stop. What's the point? What's the point? And a friend of mine told me, you did not have an order to file, so you won. I said, I didn't win. I didn't play. We have to stop playing that game. We have to stop playing the game. So I just wanted to tell you this out of records, because it's a little bit too complicated to explain.
That's perfect. But if anybody asks upon the details, you're okay if we share what you said now?
Oh, no problem.
Okay, so just to make clear. Okay, okay.
Yes. No, it's not a secret. It's all on the website. I have a website that I I did the website specifically for all the legal aspect. It's called Je me souviens de qui je suis.com, and it's sold there in French and in English.
Oh, that's
both.
cool. Okay.
So it's information that is not that is shared. It's but it's not in the book, Madame G.
Okay.
The last part, because the book came out before the trial.
Right. Okay. So I think this is perfect. I'm very grateful for your time. And Julie would have the question of the highlight question of the night is snow falling already in Canada?
We had some snow for about an hour or two last week, but of course it did not last. Usually snow does not last before mid-December.
Okay,
Because
thank you.
Julie,
Nálunk még tavasz van, mondd meg.
We still have spring or at least fall.
Épp, hogy elkezdtünk fűteni.
We just started to heat about a few days ago.
So you have no snow, but you have some snow in the winter.
In the winter we do, yes. Much more than we would like. But yes, we do.
We do.
Yes, that's also true.
Well, it was a great pleasure for me to spend some time with you both.
Thank you.
And looking forward to the next one.
Oh, thank you very much. Also for us, and thank you for your time. And sorry about this technical mishap. Next time we will have a lot more routine.
Problem.
Okay. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. And let us know if we can do anything.
Thank you, Greg.
A big hug to both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You too.
For you too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.